Hello and welcome to another tutorial on how to draw iconic rock stars. Before we start, of course, if you could subscribe, that would be fabulous. Thank you very much. And also, ring the little bell icon if you want to know what's coming up next. Okay, well, the iconic rock star today is Bob Marley. And I'm going to draw Bob looking up slightly, and he's singing his heart out. You know, his eyes are closed, his mouth is open. So I'm going to start with the corner of his eye here. And we have a slight angle, so just draw that kind of curved line like that to represent the closed eyelids. Another one here, okay? And above that you have the actual shape of the eyelid itself coming up, almost in a slightly triangular shape like that, coming down to the corner to join the corner of the eye here, and then a little bit of shading underneath. Up here, same thing, bring it more straight across there, and down to the corner, of course a little couple of wrinkles there, and then the shape of the underside of the eye, the shadow in here, which I'll put in a bit later on, give it a curve there. And of course, what you're going to get also, the eyebrows are going to kind of slope down the way, because you've got a slightly kind of anguished look on his face when he's singing here. So they start about here, and they come across. I'm just drawing the outside shape of them, and they come down like that, almost into the angle there. The same with this angle here, just next to the corner of his eye. Starts up on an angle like that, it comes down. And I'm putting a bit of dark shading in here as well, at the top of the nose. I think the thickness of the eyebrow coming up. Like that, and you get the crease, of course, in his forehead, his wrinkle in his brows as well. And that dark shading comes in about here. And you're looking up, so you see his nostril flaring, which appear about here, quite large. Another one coming in about there. And then you get the side of the nostril coming in and a curve underneath there. This one appearing about there. Okay. Below that, we have his mouth, which is open. It starts about here. That's the middle of his top lip, coming in a curve and then down quite quickly to this point here. He's got that slightly kind of anguished look about the mouth, turning down like that. And this is the top lip, so we draw another line here, which comes across and it kind of vanishes down there into the shadows. That goes down to a corner there. I'll also see the teeth here coming around quite a tight curve, starting from about here, quite a big gap there. And I come around and a curve like that, and like that. And we'll see the two main front teeth, one coming in there, quite broad, and the other one coming in there like that. And then the eye tooth just kind of narrowing. That's over there. You get a slightly pointed tooth there. And another one here like that. And then you'll also see the shape of the teeth as they meet the gums coming in here like that. And they're going to curve around the same shape as that. That curves around there. Okay. And his bottom teeth will just be seen very slightly coming in about there, because the bottom lip rather, appears coming parallel to that line and then dipping down slightly to join this line here. You can see that creates that look, that kind of anguished look with the mouth being wide open, like that. Okay, this is all dark in here, but I'll be shading that later on. Bottom lip, again, comes in a bit here, comes across to join that line there. Same with that. Okay, of course, we'll also have a bit of shading underneath, but I'll do that later on. The beard starts about here, comes down to about there, but I'll put that in a second. We're going back up to the famous dreads now. because we're foreshortened here, the forehead won't look too high, so we'll start about here, bring your line down, hugging the side of his face here, like that. And as I come down here, I'll put in the indentations, the lines in his cheeks that occur when he opens his mouth like that. Over here you get them as well. You get one here, and you get one coming down there, and also one up, coming up past his cheekbone here. Down the other side we have the dreads appearing in a curve like that, coming out. And then we have the kind of snake-like shapes of the dreads. We'll put them in a bit later, and we have the corner of his cheekbone appearing there, coming down in the line, another one coming up there, and his beard, as I said, with kind of short lines just now, but it fills this area here, and you get that coming in and curve there, and that goes up the side of the face slightly. And there's a bit of highlight here, which is the tip of your chin, that's underneath. You get that bit coming in there. Back up to the dreads again. What we do is you draw these lines coming in. The top of the dread, each dread is catching the light, underside is dark. So we put in these shapes, spreading out from the center here, kind of springing out like that. And coming in there. And there's the outside shape coming in like that. Again, springing out from that central line there. Way out to about here. And also out to about here, coming back in again. Let's carry on these lines. Now these lines come down past his chin and they'll cascade down onto his chest here. And you can have great fun drawing these in, you know, just all these swirling, curling lines coming in. Some cross over the others going behind like that. But basically you're following these snake-like shapes as they come down. Right? And also in here as well. Let's follow these down. And I say you can actually just have some fun with these shapes. Make them up yourself and join them onto these shapes that come around here. Then we can do a lot of shading later on. Okay, now down here, I'll finish it off later, but I have another one coming in about there. Get that shape there. Maybe some more coming in like that. That gives you that nice rounded shape there. Down here, his neck, I'll just indicate his shirt, which appears in here. His neck, this side of his neck appears in there, and his shoulder will probably appear up there. So you get that bit of collar appearing from behind the dreads there. Okay, so I'm going to continue drawing these lines in here, and once I've done that, we'll start to do some serious shading. Okay, I've just finished off drawing all these tendrils for the dreads. Okay, you see them all just hanging down there, that lovely cuddling shape. And I'm going to move up now to the eyes and start to put in some dark shading with a 5B pencil. And I'm going to accentuate this thickness here of the closed eyelids, and then a lot more depth coming up here and there, and some shading in here. You know, imagine the rounds of the eyeball in there, so you get a bit of shading in the corner here, and then there's a bit of shading under the eye, like that. And also, because the eyeball's in here, you get the curve of the shadow coming up like that, and also coming around the other side. Take a bit of weight off your pencil, and you get the little crow's feet crinkles there, like that. Okay, and the eyebrows, again you get that nice deep line in the forehead there, and then don't do it all very black, leave it lighter bit in the center, and then kind of black coming down like that. Use short strokes to suggest the hair on the eyebrows. Okay, like that. And the side of the nostril comes in here. Now I'm going to work on this in exactly the same way. You know, thicken this line up here and do a lot more deep shading around here. Okay, we're finishing off this here, bringing a bit of shading up to the side of the forehead here. And you can use a bit of sketchy line too, like that. Now let's move up to the dreads. Now the shading round about this part here is very dark. So we start off putting a lot of weight in your pencil, coming around and getting that line coming down the side of his face. We do that on both sides. Okay, carry that right round till you get to about here, and there's a kind of dread kind of coming in a bit more like that. So this dark shape comes to a point just about here, and it comes back out again. And you get these other curls of the dreads coming in like that, and a nice big dark area in here over his shoulder and beside his neck. We're back up here again, and then we get imagine the light catch in this part of the dread, so we'll get darkness between the dreads and on the side of the dreads it's away from the light. So you'll get you can use your imagination and just build up these light and dark bits here like that. Another nice big dark bit here between these two lines. To get the texture of the dreads, I'll show you this wee bit in a second. Just want to move down here a bit. I'll be doing this on both sides. Much the same routine. But to get the kind of texture, what you can do is just use a sketchy line over the top. Just shade it in like that. You don't want it too light. And then use a flat bit that you've been shading with and do a kind of curly line like that. And you can use the edge a bit more. And they will come out and give you that slight texture that you need for the dread. You see that? I'll do that exactly the same on this side too. Right, I've been just outlining these dreads and filling in a lot of the shapes in between, nice and dark. And then I'm going to start working in the way I showed you earlier by shading across the dreads like that, and then doing the kind of curly lines up the light bits to get the texture. Okay, and it's amazing how effective that is. So I'm going to do that right across here and down here. Shading first, remember, and then your curly lines. And work into it as much as you can. Okay, I worked on the dreads nice and sketchily. Let's move up to the face again, and we'll get the nostrils in quite high, quite wide, because looking up, remember. So the darkest bit of the nostril will be here, and then kind of fade out a bit there. Same with this one. Nice and dark at the top, and fading out a bit more towards the bottom there. But of course, you get a bit of shadow just on the underside of the nose here, coming around there, like that. And also down inside of his nostril, there. And of course, you get the line of his cheek coming in there like that. As his, has his mouth wide open, you get that kind of cheek line there. Also, of course, his moustache, which comes in parallel with his mouth, coming in around like that, right down the side of his face. A bit that thickness there, and the other one coming in down here, right about there, the bottom of his mouth there, and you can shade that in with short strokes like that. And we'll actually bring up this line a bit higher, his cheekbone. The cheek line comes in a bit higher there. I was getting a bit involved with the moustache there, kind of that. That comes around there. And his moustache comes around on this side, right down to there. Okay, now the top lip. Now say just beef up that line a little. Coming down and a straight line there. And then a nice curve coming out there. And then all this darkness above his, below his top lip and before his teeth, that's all black, very dark anyway. So you curve around the tops of the teeth here, like that. And just shade that in nice and black. And when you get to the lip, just take the weight off slightly so it's a more subtle line coming around there. I want to get that shape in there, so make that nice and black. And same with this line here. It comes down to there, around the teeth. And as I said, the bottom teeth are just shown here slightly. So you get very dark shading in below the top teeth and above the bottom teeth, just in here in his mouth. There. Like that. And you can leave the bottom lip white and put a bit of shading underneath just to catch the shape there. And bring the shading around a bit more here, because that's the kind of chin shape there. Okay, and then you get that coming in. Again, I think that's a bit too close, so I would take this and the shading coming out to it there slightly. And then this crease in his face going up to his cheekbone coming in about there. And the cheekbone comes in just about here. So you put a bit of shading in like that, that would join into that line there, see that? And you get a bit of shading joining from here as well. So we just shade that in, like in a middle tone, down to there, like that. And these lines here, not so much, not so dark. Again, that's a bit close to his mouth there, so I'll take that out and bring that up to about there. And this one comes in about there again, fairly fine. And I've got a bit of sketching to do here on the side of his face, a wee bit of shading. Again, you can use sketchy lines. Now the beard, again, start off with the way the hair is actually growing in the chin. That's kind of short strokes like that. But as you come down, you can start to use a bit more sketchy lines like that. Come down to the highlight, which catches the bottom of his chin there, very dark underneath. And that bit comes in there, going outside of his face, and that bit's catching the light just at the tip of his chin. You get that kind of semicircular shape coming in here like that. Now we don't want that too light, so just shade over it very lightly. Like that. Now of course we've got shading here in his neck, the muscles of his neck. You get a bit of a line coming in here. Maybe a bit of shading just under his beard there. And a bit more shading down the side of the neck here. So you can do some more sketchy shading. Okay. And then, as I say, indicate the curves of his shirt collar coming in here like that. And again, very impressionistic, very sketchy. Those kind of lines there, like that. Makes it look that bit more dynamic. Okay, and just go over this and put a few more kind of sketchy marks on it. As I say, try and keep that dynamic look about it. But that's a pencil sketch of Bob Marley. And you can wiggle some of these lines as well, by the way, before I finish. You know, get the feeling of the outside shape of the dreads. Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you can join me again for another tutorial very soon. But in the meantime, of course, all the best and happy drawing.